Peace, family. So I'm back with another one. Today what I wanted to do is I wanted to talk to my chosen ones about you were right. You know what I'm saying? You were right. When you thought it was some weird witchy shit going on, you was right. When you felt like you should have followed your flow and your intuition, you was right. When you was in that space and you was getting all these high alerts and these red alerts going off telling you, hey, pay attention, test, quiz, you were right. You were right, you know. So what brought me to this subject today was the universe has a way of resending energy back to you, and if you don't close off all the portals, they will still have access to you. So I was like doing some computer work and kind of gaming a little bit at the same time, so my buddies or whatever, digitally, and something told me to check my emails. So when I checked my emails, I have no idea why I get certain information sent to my email, but I got an email of a family sharing plan, right? And I just kept thinking to myself, damn, I haven't had no family sharing plans since the end of my kitchen job, which was right before the vid happened. So right before the vid happened, a associate of mine in real life time, this little dirty ass, bum ass dude, he is a dirty bum ass motherfucker. Like, when I say he is a dirty bum, he is a dirty bum. And you give motherfuckers the benefit of the doubt until they show you not to, you know what I'm saying? And the only reason why I kind of kept this little piece of shit around just a little bit is because his son and my daughter was cool, but outside of that, it was nothing there, you know what I'm saying? The motherfucker is not growing or doing nothing with his life. Everything is going downhill, right? But I get an email letting me know that somebody has got added to a family group. So I just start thinking to myself, like, well, I got my own shit going on. I don't communicate with this guy. Haven't socialized with him since he came home from jail or something, you know, just doing weird shit. So not like going to jail was weird. He did some weird shit why he ended up having to go. You know what I'm saying? I don't knock nobody for going to jail. I've been there before my damn self. But the reasoning, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of like shooting a gun in the air in front of the police. That's a stupid reason. That's not his reasoning. But I'm saying he did some stupid ass shit. So I get the family sharing plan. I'm like, why do I keep getting this email? So I get the email, and it was the second one. His was the bottom one. Apparently I got his email at like 10 something, which I didn't check. And then another one came in like later on that day. But sometimes my Gmail notification don't refresh until whenever it decides to. So when it refreshed, I just clicked on it, looked at it. I was like, oh, okay. But this was the same being. So he got added into a group of a being that I used to talk to before I got to where I'm at right now. So literally the last being I was dealing with after my BM. This is how weird these small towns are, and these fucking low vibrational ass niggas and these weird ass females who just don't want to go outside of anything else other than the frequency, right? But I was getting to the point to saying that we're right, is because I was dealing with the other witchy witch, super fucking disgusting. The bitch done had cervical cancer and all kind of shit going on with her after us, right? But in her world, she thought that, oh, okay, well, I know I had y'all entangled in a triangulation situation, even though you didn't really care. But we haven't been talking long enough, so I'm allowed to fuck your associates. Because your associates want me, and because I'm a piece of shit, I am going to give it anyways. Now, for me, I don't care about any of that that's going on, right? I got my own shit that's going on. But what happened was the universe sent me more shit that had access to me from over a year ago. Oh, this has been over a year. But because emails are not blocked, medias are not blocked, you literally have to close off every single portal to not have that energy try to reach you in the way that it knows how to. So what better way, right, than for two witchy motherfuckers, and remind you, This is the same last being who I know is a narcissist, right? Because she has all this old supply that she just recycles. I think her main boyfriend that she's been with through all her relationships, even when I was dealing with her, she still had her same main ex-dude, you know, some 50, 60-year-old man that she mingles with. This motherfucker is like 29, 30, but her main dude that she fucks around with is a fucking 60, 70-year-old ass man. Outside of all these other associates that they, for some reason, associates just has to be there. But in my mind and in my spirit world, it was like I've been knew all this information. I've been knew and saw all the signs all prior, whether it was when I took him out. They even met. It doesn't matter how they met, because my BM met plenty of associates through me and she put them on her roster. But this dude was my main associate, right? He liked to do all the ski slopes, you know, on his birthday. I took him to Wintergreen so he can go skiing. I got him some beautiful greens. He can roll up and do his thing, you know what I'm saying? I got him some of that fermented shit that you could step on and drink a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Take him out to the bar. I put a little bit of celery in his pocket. Like, I did all of this shit for him on his solar return just because it's me. Just because it's me. This is what I do. You know what I'm saying? Not expecting nothing in return. At least not nothing of some weight or substance that's going to equivalent to what I just gave you. So what I did get was them having some witchy shit going on. So it just reminded me that I've been knew this piece of shit was nothing and not going nowhere. And I got away from her because she was so disgusting in the piece of shit. Like everything just kept spinning back around. When I say spinning back around, meaning like I take a 2-week break from this entity. When we get back around each other, I'm getting all these comments, because this is right when I started pushing this knowledge and information. I'm getting all these random comments and people following, all these things just randomly happening because of where I've been putting my energy at when I wasn't with her. Now when she's with me in my space, it's random messages coming through at all times of the hour, where calls coming through at all times of the hour. It's all the witchy shit that she had going on in those 2 weeks. It's now rolling over and it's showing in the physical realm. And what I was doing in those 2 weeks is rolling over and it's showing in the physical realm. Fortunately and unfortunately, it don't matter what kind of position we put ourselves in financially. You know, it doesn't matter like what kind of obstacles is thrown our way. You know what I'm saying? That doesn't alter the fact that you are highly empathetic and you are right majority of the time. That does not disqualify that. So that's what I be trying to get through to people and different beings and entities and stuff. Like, it doesn't disqualify you because of that certain criteria. Like for me, like I don't need nobody to tell me, you know, okay, what you're feeling is like it's connected to your belief system, and it's also some accurate source of information coming down through me, so that way I'm able to perceive and to guesstimate what is all this activity going on around me. I know what's going on within me. Now, whether I'm strong enough to fucking knock every single battle out the way at one time, it's up to me and my strength and my endurance. That's up to you, your strength and your endurance at the time. You know what I'm saying? So, just understanding that, like, a lot of this shit that's going on out here, like 98, 99% of the beings you run into are gonna be some shit. It's a very small percentage that's actually genuine, organic, you know what I'm saying, and living, following the natural flow of life. See, this other being that wanted to message me, what happened was too, right? It doesn't matter, but I just want to throw it out there because it kind of goes with the story. So after I get the family sharing thing, right, I screenshot it and I just send it to him because I haven't talked to him in a month. I said, bro, this popped up in my email, just made me think of you. I don't know why this shit keeps popping up, and I just sent some laughing emojis. That's all he sent back. I sent her the same thing, right? Hit her on the gram and sent it to her. Oh, why are you in my business? Oh, we haven't talked in years, so I can fuck all your brothers and associates if I want to. The disgusting shit that these fucking evil women do out here. I know it's a lot of evil men because I'm speaking of one right now, but that was pertaining to the being, you know what I'm saying, the female. But it's just like, all of that's not necessary, even though all of it is expected. I got completely other different things going on, right? Shit that I'm figuring out and trying to get organized and prioritized. 10, 11 o'clock at night, I check my emails. The universe is sending me some shit that I had in my email from 10:30 a.m., 9:30 a.m. already, that they decided to resend me. This is what I be saying to be about being mindful about knowing when tactics and different things is being used to deter your energy. Because that shit was used to deter my energy, and I'm gonna tell you one thing, right? It worked. It worked, because I got extremely angry when I saw it yesterday. And I didn't get angry because of, this was my man's from a handful of years, you know, over 10 years or whatever. It doesn't matter, you know, longevity doesn't mean shit when you're dealing with shit. You know, that shit just turns into manure, and it fucking turns into mulch, and it starts fertilizing shit. You know what I'm saying? But not because of that long. The thing is, with understanding the process and what's actually going on out here, it's just making sure that you prepare for all obstacles coming your way. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wasn't angry about them beings per se. I was angry about the situation I put myself in. You know, right now I'm in a space to where y'all already know I'm at a different part of my cycle, and I have to build upward this way, but I don't project my low vibrations or when I feel like beating myself up outwardly to beings. If I'm projecting that outwardly, it's because I'm communicating with another being I'm in their space and their low vibration. Simple. But I had a billion other things over here piled on, so when that piled on extra, I kept trying to push that shit to the side. I'm trying to push it to the side. I'm trying to push it to the side. But when you're so used to people being fake and non-organic and just shitty people in general, like, I'm a masculine male, so for me, learning how not to be physical is easy, but sometimes in the process, I want to be physical. If that makes sense. Like, I don't want to go work out. I don't want to go punch a punching bag. Like, I want to transmute this energy to who the fuck needs to feel it. I done tried to do the working out thing. That doesn't compensate. It doesn't hold the same weight. You know what I'm saying? I tried transferring the thoughts to somewhere else. When you transmute energy, it has to hold the same weight. If it doesn't hold the same weight, it's not going to do anything, because the scales is going to be like this. So that's like, say I got this yellow flower right here. I probably should get the other yellow flower to balance it and equal it out. That's not always the case. You know what I'm saying? So for me, I understood right now, that little cherry was just enough to tip the scale this way. So now I got more frustration and anger down here, even though my spirit already knew that he was some shit when I met him, and that she was some shit before she slid in the door. You know, and these is just, and it's not nothing that fucking is like a huge factor now. But what happens is, I like to take my experiences and put them out as lessons, because I learn from this shit too. You know, we all learn from our own experience. But what I also heard and also had to take heed is like, you don't have to learn from all your experiences when you can learn from other people's experiences. You can learn from other people's experiences. If I seen my brother put his hand on the stove and he burnt the shit out of his hand, it was wrinkly and bubbly and everything else, I learned from him. I don't need to put my hand on the stove. Why would I go behind him His hand's fucked up. He's at the doctor's hospital getting creams and ointments and all this shit. Now I go behind him and do the same thing. Now I got skin left on the stove. We can learn from each other's experiences. You don't have to learn everything from personal experience. You will learn a good portion of it from personal experience, but that's why we research and we learn. That's why we dive and we do things the way we do. But that's also why we find ourselves, you know, in contradiction with ourselves, because we genuinely, honestly don't believe that we fucking right all the time. But then the universe shows us that we're fucking right all the time. So I'm 36 years old. When it comes to psychology, dealing with beings and other entities, I haven't been proven wrong. I haven't proven myself wrong. What happens is I keep proving myself right in that department. You have different departments and areas. I'm not saying, oh, I'm right in all of life. I know how to build this house. I know the fertilizer and the soil that this is put. That's not what the fuck I'm saying. The fuck I'm saying is, as far as human beings, spiritual beings having a human experience, you know what I'm saying? Psychology, learning beings, people, we're around them every day from the time we're little to the time we're older. We should know more about beings and people. Even if you're not highly empathetic, most of them witchy motherfuckers figured out how to use the tactics to divert motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? So, but I ain't want to run it up too long, you know what I'm saying? For the most part, we are right. Simple process. I don't know no other way to put it. If we wasn't right, then they wouldn't be subtracting us, minimizing us, trying to destroy us, trying to make sure we failed, watching us struggle, you know, trying to subtract us out the damn picture. You know what I'm saying? It wouldn't make sense. What happened is that warrior spirit, when they see it and they feel it and that energy comes up, they know that shit is real. They know that shit is real. This isn't no fake organic shit, you know what I'm saying? The other organic beings are like the last witchy person I was dealing with, whose stupid ass stopped fucking with me, or I kind of stopped fucking with her and started working at the hospital, which quote unquote was her dream job. The stupid motherfucker done caught the shit, injected with the shit, all the shit, just all of it. I'm just like, damn, that's retarded as hell. But if you believe in it and it's your dream job, you always wanted to be a piece of shit of a witch, do what you do, you know. To each his own in that department, you know what I'm saying? But when you're in my field, you're gonna feel this vibration. I'm gonna let you know that I'm fucking with your vibration. You're gonna know that I ain't fucking with your vibration. You know what I'm saying? Tapping everything down below. Peace and love to the kids.